Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to play this build. I've realized that I have been posting a lot of videos about the skills, the item build, but I've never posted a video about how to actually play it. So I do have several clips where I explain how to play this build. They are going to be at 0.5 times the speed so that we can actually monitor it closely. With Wrongwarp, you actually have a high movement speed, so you can actually run around and dodge projectiles. So notice I dodged a few projectiles. In the second video, notice that the two enemies were going to land their attack on me, and I cast teleport to stun them and move out to safety. And also I have 1 second of immunity when I cast teleport. So teleport also grants mirror images if you spec into those nodes, and notice that those soul wardens are actually attacking my illusions instead of me. So they draw aggro from enemies, and that really helps with defense as well. So snap freeze is our secondary CC on top of teleport. So if your teleport is off cooldown, if your teleport is on cooldown, you would want to use snap freeze, or you would use it when you need it. So notice I cast teleport here, and there was one wolf that wasn't stunned, and I used snap freeze to cover that. So I do have a pretty high dodge rating. Notice that 2 of the attacks were dodge, and then I did get hit, and my flame ward gets triggered when I'm stunned with high damage. So notice again, I get hit by high damage, and my flame ward gets activated, and during this time I would play more defensively because I would have snap freeze and teleport. Flame ward also has a 4 seconds duration, so you have 4 seconds to reposition yourself after that. So in this clip I want to show that flame ward doesn't really get activated all of the time. Notice my ward is at 20,000 and it dropped to 16,000. Low damages would not stun you, and your flame ward would not be activated, and since you do not really need the damage mitigation if you are hit by small damage. So that's really good that we only cast flame ward when we are stunned automatically. Notice again I'm at 20,000 and I get hit a few times and I'm at 16,000. So in this next clip I'm at 17,000 and I get hit a few times and I'm at 8,000. And now I get hit again with a high damage attack, and my flame ward is stunned and my ward dropped to 4,000. There are times where you will want to manually cast a flame ward. So Imperial Navigators attack deal moderate damage, but they keep orbiting around you, so you will want to cast your flame ward because they wouldn't stun you. After casting teleport, you can actually reposition yourself behind the enemy. That way they would have to turn around to attack you again, giving you some time to cast your spell. So I did cast Snap Freeze over there. So now let's go through a 5700 monolith together, and we will apply the knowledge that we have learned so far. So I cast teleport initially because I do get those illusions, the mirror images. Notice that I was using teleport and snap freeze, and also I did end up getting stunned and flame ward gets activated. I did use my snap freeze over there because those wolves are dangerous. Notice that teleport would actually cause them to have to recharge their attack. and I get stunned and I got my flame ward activated. But it's because of my high movement speed I can actually dupe them. And I get stunned again. I should probably generate more ward before I start engaging enemies again because I'm just playing really aggressively right now for no reason. Now I can cast flame ward manually myself. When I do not have a lot of ward, I can do that in order to mitigate even the low to moderate damages as well. Notice because you have high movement speed, you can just run from their attacks. They wouldn't be able to keep you, even without teleport. You don't really have to use teleport. If you do not want to, you can just walk around. What you want to do around enemies, you can walk behind them or to the side. So they have to actually turn to hit you again. After casting teleport, you can actually go behind the enemy and at the side of your enemy. That's actually a really good way of allowing them to have like 0.5 to 1 second to turn around to attack you, and then you will be able to cast teleport again. Let's try a second 5700 mono. I did use my freeze because it was going to attack me. It was going to land me. Let's try again in a second mono. Second 5700 mono. Notice that my mirror images are actually taking some hits from my enemies. You notice you do not really need to use your snap freeze if you're not in trouble. So I took small amount of damages, that's why my ward decreased, but then I did not, the flame ward wasn't casted. The best thing about my illusions is that it actually taunts the Imperial Watchers. Those are our worst type of enemies. Notice I basically took no damage from the Imperial Watcher when I was using teleport.
Fools.
You also can speed through the monolith with Wrongwarp setup as well, because you have a very high movement speed, so you can just speed through the monolith. You know, I did get stunned when Swearing Crossroad managed to land his attack. So one thing, after you use your teleport, you can actually reposition to be behind the enemy, so that they would have to actually turn around to attack you again. That really helps a lot with damage mitigation, because when they are turning around, you would have your teleport cooldown back up, and you can stun them again. To summarize, in order to reach this build full potential, you have to be familiar with the build mechanics. You would be casting teleport when you are in trouble, or you can cast teleport to get those mirror images to soak up some damage for you, and Snap Freeze is your secondary crowd control. When you need it, you could use Snap Freeze, and you would be able to tank small damages. High damages would stun you, and Flame Ward would be activated that way. You can also use Flame Ward when you are at low health, or when you are dealing with troublesome enemies like the wizard that I was talking about. They deal a lot of low to moderate damages to you. And yeah, I mean, also you do have a huge dodge rating on top of that, so your Flame Ward would not get activated as well. So if you stack higher dodge rating, you would actually be a lot better.